It's day 185 of our inventory transformation. Almost as soon as I logged in, I got this offer for my Mega Snorkel. They offered me a Neon Ride Minion Chick, and although the Minion Chick is a legendary, it's just not my favorite, so I didn't want to accept this offer. Next, I had this person offer for my Mega Snorkel, and I know you guys are going to say that this was like a really good offer. They offered me this Mega Ride Cat, which, I mean, Elfred says that it's worth like about a 1, maybe a little bit more since it's a ride. And I guess this Mega Snorkel, I mean, according to values, it's worth a lot more. And I mean, I would rather have a Mega Snorkel than a Mega Cat. And then these other pets that they offered me, I could easily get with pretty much nothing, so I told them no thank you. So then they took their offer out and they offered me this Mega Ride Ghost, and I would definitely rather have the Mega Ride Ghost than the Mega Snorkel. But then when I accepted, they actually declined the trade. Then I had this person start to offer for this Mega Snorkel. They added this Volcanic Rhino, which I do really like those a lot. I actually have a Mega on my main account, and then they put in this Neon Merhorse, but before I could even think about it, they actually took those pets out and then they put in this Mega Brachiosaurus, and I would rather have this Mega Brachiosaurus over this Mega Snorkel, but they declined the trade. Then I had this person offer me a Fly Ride Reindeer, which I do really like those, but I just didn't want to take it for this Mega Snorkel. I decided to take out the pet in my trading stand and I put in this octopus, and then I had this person offer me this Ride Golden Hamster, and I would rather have the Ride Golden Hamster. And unlike all the other trades, this person actually accepted when they offered. And here's a look at my inventory so far. I actually now have 2 Ride Golden Hamsters and lots of other awesome pets, but I still have a lot of neons that I need to make, and then there's a couple megas that I need to make for myself. And since I have 2 Ride Golden Hamsters, I decided to put one of them in my trading stand to see if we could get a good offer. This was the first offer I got, and this person actually offered us a Ride Black Chow Chow, which I do really like those, but I think we could get a better offer. Next, I had this person ask me if they could offer for my Mega Hamster. They offered me a Mega Ride Kieran, and then they offered me a Neon Ice Cube, and I do think both of those are cute, but they are not worth near as much as this Mega Hamster. Next, I had this person trade me and they asked me what I would take for the mini pig. I really don't know what to say when people say that because there's lots of things that I would take for this mini pig. A lot of times I'll just answer with I'm not sure or I don't know, and I really like cute pets, and then I usually try to go out to their profile to check out and see like what kind of pets they have. They started out their offer with a Flower Power Duckling, which those are really cute, but it's only an ultra rare and it's really not worth that much. This mini pig is worth a lot. And then they added this Koala Bear, and their offer is just really under for this mini pig. And then they added a bunny, and I just told them no thank you. Then I had this person trade me and they put in this Primal Kai Jr. and then this Toxic Kai Jr. and I just kind of I thought about looking through my inventory to see what I had to offer, but the truth is I'm not looking for Kai Jr.'s right now, and that's what I told them. Then I had this person randomly trade me and they didn't even say anything, but they did put in the Sun Glider, and I really love those Sun Gliders, guys, but really everything was like really random, so I just started adding in some random stuff of my own. And I guess they didn't like my offer because they declined. Next, I had this person offer me a Neon Dog and a Hammerhead Shark for my Mega Snorkel, and I definitely didn't want to accept that. Then I had this person trade me and asked me if I had an alicorn, so I checked, but I don't have an alicorn, so then they asked if they could offer for my Mega Butterfly. They started offering me a bunch of Minion Chicks, and again, they are legendaries, but I don't want Minion Chicks because they're so hard to trade, and they're really worth about nothing. So then they took those out and they put in this Teapot and this Scorpion, and guys, this just wasn't adding up to this Mega Butterfly. And then when I told them no thank you again, they tried another offer, and guys, their offer just seemed, I don't know, I would just rather have a Mega. Then I had this person trade me and they put in this Neon Ride Hammerhead Shark, which I do think those are really cute, but guys, those would be like really easy to make and to get from the rewards. We have so many doubloons, so we could buy like 4 if we wanted to and make a neon. So I just asked them if they were looking for something specific because I would always like to have neons to trade. They said they weren't looking for something specific, so I went out to find something that I could offer, and I offered them this Ride Ladybug. But then when I went back to chat, they said like, what about your Black Panther? And my Black Panther is a neon, and I definitely don't want to trade it for this Neon Hammerhead Shark. So I just told them, sorry, I guess I don't have an offer, because I was thinking like they have a really high expectations for this Neon Hammerhead Shark. Too high for me, or they don't know values. Next, I had this person trade me and they just put in a bunch of like low tier pets. I'm really not looking for any of those right now because I'm not looking to make neons of any of them. So that's exactly what I told them. I'm just not looking for those pets right now. Next, I had this person trade me and they put in this pink cat and they said, do you have an offer? And I absolutely love the pink cats. So I asked them if they saw anything in my profile that they wanted for it or if they were looking for something specific. But really, they just said that they were looking for an offer. I decided to try to offer them this mega snorkel because if you look it up in values, it actually has like a really high value. And then I offered them this neon Dracula fish, like just kind of as like an ad, like so it was like a mega anti-neon to see if they would take it. So then I went ahead and accepted because they hadn't really said anything. But then when I went back to chat, they said like, would I do it for the ghost pirate capuchin monkey? And really that would be like way over for this pink cat. So I told them, sorry, no thank you. So then they asked if I would do my Aurora fox and my platypus. And I probably would have done like one or the other, but not both of them because then I'm like way over. So then remember I'm looking for sweetheart rats mainly because I want to make my own like mega and I want to keep it. I don't want to trade it. And so I had this person trade me and they offered me this mega ride sweetheart rat, which I love. And they said like, you're looking for, and I'm like, I am looking for it, but I'm not looking to trade like for a mega because I don't want to like offer that much. I don't know if that makes any sense. I mean, if I make my own, then the value it just doesn't cost me as much, I guess is what I'm saying. Then I had this person trade me and they asked me if they could offer for my butterfly. So I'm assuming my mega blue butterfly. So I put it in the trade and then they put in a neon blue butterfly and then they put in 15 like just regular blue butterflies. And then they added a sweetheart rat. And even though this blue butterfly like isn't like a really high tier or anything like that, it's still going to take a long time to make like another mega. And I just wasn't interested in doing that. And their offer wasn't like horrible, but it just really meant that I was going to have to make like another mega. And I think that I can get something like really good for this mega and it's already made. Then I had this person trade me and they asked me if they could offer for my ice cream hermit crab. I think that thing is so cute. Their offer was actually like pretty good. They put in this Mira butterfly and they put in this castle hermit crab. And I actually love both of those. And then they put in this ocelot and this crab. Or no, it's the kelp raider. So then I told them no thank you. And then they added in this clover cow. And like I said, their offer was actually like pretty good. I think it was like okay. Like all their pets were like pretty cute that they were offering. But I really didn't think that I could turn around and do like the same trade and get an ice cream hermit crab. So I really just didn't want to do this offer. Can you guys comment down below and tell me if you would have taken this offer or not? So then they asked me like, what are you looking for? And I told them I'm just looking for cute pets and yours are cute, but really I'm just looking for something different. Mainly I think I'm looking for pets that are just kind of like harder to get, kind of like this ice cream hermit crab. So then they said they had this boar if I wanted to offer. So I went out to check out their profile just so I could see like what kind of pets that they like or if they were looking for something, maybe something else that we had. And when I looked at their profile, I'm like, they really like the same kind of pets that I like really cute ones. So again, I asked them if they saw anything in my profile that they wanted for it, like other than the ice cream hermit crab. And then I went to check out my pets to see like what kind of pet that I could offer them for this wild boar. When I looked at my pets, I decided to offer them this neon snowy mammoth, mainly because I think it's like a really cute pet and it's a neon. And Elfbrad says that the value or this trade would be fair if I offered this neon snowy mammoth. So I guess it really just comes down to whether they like the snowy mammoth or not. Or maybe if they want like neons and megas, or maybe if they just like it better than they like the wild boar. And I guess when I was recording this, like when I was actually playing, like the snowy mammoth was like a little bit over for the wild boar. So I told them that, but now they're like equal value. At least on Elfbred. So then they told me to hold on and then they said, do you have any old pets? Like no potion. And I went to check out like what else I could offer and then I went back to chat and then we went on and eventually they just declined the trade. Then I had my ride, golden hamster, and my trading stand and I had this person offer me a ride potion and an ancient dragon and I will definitely accept that for this. I feel like values wise, like they're a little bit over. It's just like, what can we get for this ride potion? And they accepted the first trade window. So are they going to accept the second one? And they did. So all right, we traded one of our ride golden hamsters away. Next I had this person trade me and they put in this sweetheart rat and it's one of the pets I actually have in my profile that I'm looking for. And in my profile I also have pets that I'm willing to trade for the sweetheart rat and a lot of times we get declined when I ask people, but I just ask them like, did you pick a pet? And I get declined a lot, but honestly like eventually someone will take us up on our offer. I feel like I think we only need like 3 more sweetheart rats and I can wait like forever really because I really just want to make that that mega for myself, like to keep. So I was checking out their profile, and when I went back to chat, they had actually put in this fairy bat dragon, which of course I would love to trade for. But then when I asked if they were looking for something specific, they just declined the trade. And remember, I have that unfinished house that I'm putting for trade or I'm listing for trade every time that I log in, because I would love to trade it and not have to finish it. And I started to get this offer, and I started to get like really excited about it. Their offer was a neon flyride red panda, a mega flyride bat, and 2 neon dogs, and I would definitely accept, but then they just kept adding like anytime it was possible that I actually like accept it. Then they just started to add like a lot of like random stuff in, and I'm like, are they trolling me? I feel like they're just trolling me. And they just kept adding and adding, and I have no idea like why people do this. I mean, my house is okay. It's not like awful, but it's not like the best either. So I really have no idea like why people do this, because then they started adding in like more neons. They added in this neon bride like ladybug, and then another neon ladybug. So I went to chat just to make them feel like a little bit guilty and said, oh, you have like great pets. And then they didn't say anything. So when I went back to the trade, like I actually accepted when it gave me the chance. And then they actually accepted the first trade window. I'm like, oh my gosh, are they actually going to go through with this? And no, they declined the trade. Please, can someone comment and tell me like, why do people do this? Then I had this person put in a sweetheart rat, and so I asked them if there was anything that they picked for it. And they did go out and look at my profile, but then they just like declined the trade. So I guess they didn't like the pets that I was offering. Then I had this person offer me a frost claw for this dimension drifter, and I just really don't like the frost claws, guys. Then I got this offer for my ancient dragon, and it probably wasn't like a bad offer. I just would rather have the legendary ancient dragon to trade. We got this golden griffin like offered to us for the ancient dragon, and I definitely didn't want to take that over the ancient dragon. Then I got this offer for my mega snorkel, and I definitely didn't want to accept this either. Guys, we got a lot of crummy trades over the last couple days. Hopefully the trading will get better. This is the end of day 189. Bye guys, until next time.